Chaz, welcome to the stream. Melissa, welcome to the stream, guys. We have 2 moderators. Molly, welcome to the stream. Welcome to our 8:30 p.m. stream that we have pretty much all the time. I hope you guys are having a good day, or had a good day. It's a little bit blurry, so... Is that better? Is that better? Probably. Sorry, I missed a few streams. It's okay. As long as you're better now, that's all that matters. ER, welcome to the stream. Netchi, or... Netchi. Yeah, not Neki. Netchi. Welcome back to the stream, honey. How you doing? Antisocial introvert, welcome back to the stream. Ron, hi. Guys, so I wasn't live yesterday. If you guys, I want to let you guys know why I wasn't. If you guys don't know or didn't recognize when I said it, I did say that Wednesdays and Thursdays will be my free days from streaming because I wanted to spend those times with my girlfriend and my little family. So that's what we're sticking to. So for Wednesdays and Thursdays, we're not going to be having streams. So just to let you guys know. Nechi, yeah, I understood. Because I remember last time I said necky, you're like, you're making me think I have like a big neck or something. Welcome to the stream, guys. How about the world right now, huh? Leave a like if you're new to the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Guys, you know what's crazy? The live streams haven't gained us subscribers, but the videos have. We're at 20.921K subscribers, which is actually growth of like 30 subscribers from the last time we've grown on a stream. So, Mike, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We got a member on the stream. Everyone say hi to Mike. Hi, Verma. Welcome to the stream. Smash that like button, guys. But yeah, so anyways, so TikTok is still showing up my schnat. I'm getting a lot of views on TikTok. I'm almost at 4,000 followers on TikTok, guys. We're less than 100 followers away from 4,000. I think we'll hit 4,000 by tomorrow, honestly. Deb, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Stream on Easter, no or no? Most likely we'll have 1 stream, but not 2. So we'll have 1 stream on Easter. So it'll probably be the morning stream rather than the evening stream. That's good, Dev. So let's talk about the rights of trans people. So I was watching a YouTuber, actually on TikTok. She popped up on my TikTok. Her name is, she's a trans YouTuber. How the hell do I not remember this person's name? Like, I literally watch her videos, not all the time, but like I watch her videos quite a bit. She's a trans YouTuber, but she made a TikTok that talking about her rights because she's from the UK. If you guys don't know, the UK dropped like a whole thing about trans people, and it is disgusting. It is ridiculous. It's so sad. And you know, I thought that Trump was bad, right? I thought he was bad. Now you could get worse. He can get worse. We all know this. But it only gets worse from this point on, right? Until something gets done about it. Like, I just don't understand, and I've said this on my TikTok, why people have such issues with trans people. And I also posted it on YouTube, actually. I posted it on YouTube as well, so you guys probably saw it. But why is transgender such a big freaking thing to people? Do people wake up in the mornings thinking thinking about trans people? Maybe J.K. Rowling does. But does why? I mean, J.K. Rowling has like a legitimate reason to not like trans people because she's been attacked by the community. So at least she has like a reason. Like, her name has pretty much been tainted because of the trans community. Because of what she's done to the trans community. Nobody trans has done anything to Trump. Or anyone else. It's just like this entire stupid thing about I don't even know. I still can't fathom why they make these laws, because there's not evidence showing that this stuff is happening. Like, oh, protect women's and women's spaces. There's no evidence that women are getting attacked. I mean, the sports thing makes a little bit of sense, but that's like two people out of. And I said this earlier. I said you cannot do good as a trans person. If you're a trans woman and you're in sports and you're in high school or middle school, whatever have you, college, or even in pros, and you're playing with other women, you are forced to lose. You're not allowed to win. You know, even if you did bust your butt to get to where you are, you have to come in 5th place or 10th place. You cannot come in first. You probably can't even come in second or third. That's just the way the world is. The world will look at you as a problem if you win. All the women will have a reason to say this isn't fair. Like if a woman loses her first place medal to someone else, if it was a regular woman, understood. If it's a trans woman, oh my god, my first place prize was taken from me. Now I do get some of the positions because there's some trans women that do look like really built compared to regular women, and I don't believe if you're really built that you should be in women's sports. That's my opinion. I think if you blend well and you have the chemistry of a female more so than a big ass bodybuilder, that I can understand. But I also want you guys to understand something else. Heather, welcome to the stream. I have Ashlyn and Heather. We have 2 members in the stream. Everyone say hi to Ashlyn and Heather. Welcome to the stream, guys. Back to what I was saying. I want you guys to know that no trans woman that's legitimately trans wants to go out there and make themselves look like a man. I don't know why there are some trans women out there that love bodybuilding. I just don't get it. I'm like, you're trans. You want to be a feminine. You want to be more. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are women bodybuilders. But the last thing I want to do is bodybuild. You know what I mean? The last thing I want to do is get big muscles and, you know, be intimidating. I don't think that's I think that's the last thing. And it's not because bodybuilding is only for men. It's because as a trans woman, you're pretty much putting yourself at a disadvantage by the world. Like, people are going to think of you in a certain way, and if you don't abide to that standard, you're making it worse on yourself. And so that's why I never understood why some trans women will go out there and be bodybuilders. I just won't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, why would you sit out there and go out yourself and make people hate you? Like, let's be honest here. Let's say a girl like Nikita Dragon, but with the little muscles, let's just say she's a little muscled, and she got first place in a bodybuilding thing, right? Well, that'd probably be worse because she looks nowhere near masculine. But let's say it was like volleyball or something, right? And Nikita Dragon did a very good job on volleyball. She was like the star player on her team. Who in the hell would sit there and be like, yo, because she's a man? Like that. Nikita Dragon is an example that not all quote unquote men that were born as men end up being these masculine, big ass freaking people. Like, for instance, in a fight, and I'll tell you guys right now, in a fight, I probably might win against a woman, but I think a lot of women will kick my ass just because I've never fought in my life. When I tried punching people, like, in my, like, high school, they said, what the hell? Those are weird punches. They're like girl punches. I'm like, you know, it's like, I didn't know, but if you were to get some big-ass woman that has a huge-ass upper body, trans woman, then people are gonna talk shit. So now let's say you have a big-ass upper body woman that's cis, because there are women like that. There are women that are super built. Their boobs pretty much don't even look like boobs no more. They look like pecs. And they look like, the bodies look like they're men bodies. That's just the reality. They might have a little bit of femininity to them, but they're still really masculine looking, because that's what testosterone, that's what a lot of this stuff does. When you work out your upper body and stuff, it really does masculinize a lot of your body. But what if a girl like that won? You know what I mean? Oh, it's completely fair because she's biologically female, even though she could probably beat anyone's ass. I mean, unless, you know, like I said, unless it's like, you know, a totally big ass man. So that's what I get. I could understand that point of view when people complain. When people complain that trans women have the capability of being these big ass creatures because they're quote unquote male, I get it. I understand. They have the opportunity to be able to do that. But do you think trans women want to do that? When you're on estrogen, do you think your body's gonna really sit there and tell you, yeah, let's make you a full on body? Like, people talk about, oh, that you can breathe longer and you have these bigger lungs and you have your capacity to run is faster. I can't speak for those. I can't. But at the end of the day, I really just it's more than just sports. The sports part is probably the most invasive the trans community has been on this entire issue. So I don't know. Of course, I've seen plenty of women that look really pretty even as bodybuilder bodies. I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh wow, they're so handsome or they're so super masculine and not a pro, like there are some men that literally think of, they see masculine women that work out the same way they see trans women. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Even masculine women don't win. It's all just a, women are supposed to be feminine, males are supposed to be, men are supposed to be masculine. No in-betweens. That's why you'll never see a man in a relationship with a tomboy girl. It's just, it doesn't work like that. Men don't necessarily go out with tomboys. Tomboys end up being lesbians and stuff like that. Thank you. It's Pop-Up Charles. Welcome back to the stream. Dance Mother, welcome to the stream. You always been a bit of a tomboy? I see a little bit of it, Netchi. Not that crazy, but I work out with female bodybuilders. Dude, I'm telling you, if a female bodybuilder came up to me and like, they would probably beat my ass. I'm telling you right now, just because I decided to go work out for the next year doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna make up to wherever they're at, you know? You guys need to realize, people think that any sort of woman could get beat up by any sort of man. Like, oh, you know, people act like if even a bodybuilding woman will get her ass kicked by a scrawny guy because he's a guy. That's not how it works. It always amounts to how much you work out and how much you work at your physique and how much you work at your you know, your talent. You know what I mean? That should be how it is. Like if someone's big because they busted their ass 10 times more than someone else did, they deserve to win. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that a trans woman that was a bodybuilder back before they transitioned and then one day on hormones gets to win against a woman is a very fair thing, because that's not. It's very much a fine line, guys. It's so hard because it's discriminative towards other trans women while other trans women get away with it because they are feminine. You got the Nikita Dragons and then you got the Lilies. You know what I mean? And I don't know if Lily's super, super, super built, but Lily is definitely a masculine body. So, Emma, welcome to the stream, guys. We have a member, Emma, on the stream, guys. Everyone say hi to Emma. By the way, guys, those are the nails I got. This one was redone. He did it like horrible. It's all fucking fat compared to the other one. Look at this. It's supposed to be that thin. He made a super fat nail. The girl that did my nails the first time, she wasn't there, so they look so much more gorgeous when they're skinnier, but it is what it is. What am I gonna do about it? Maddie, welcome to the stream. Super thin, but she won a fight against her ex-boyfriend who works. I know, Chaz. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's perfect examples of women beating up men. Men just take it personally when a woman beats them because, and they act like, oh, I didn't try hard or anything like that, because it's a masculine thing. It's like, oh my God, you completely ruined my masculinity. I'm supposed to beat your ass. You know? Is your message showing up? Your message just showed up now. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm blown away. I forgot what that YouTuber's name was. I can't believe I don't know her name. I literally knew it the other day. She, Alexis Blake is what her name is, I think. Yeah, Alexis Blake. She posted a TikTok, like, she was pretty much crying, and I was like, I felt so bad. Because the UK is so much worse right now. They literally took it away from, like, they took the pretty much trans women's rights away and made them, like, pretty much no longer trans in the eyes of the, you know, government. Yeah. I mean, y'all need to realize something real quick just because I want you guys to understand. A lot of people that can't come out because they're scared to present themselves in person, while it is understandable, it's gonna, you're never gonna transition if you don't make that move. You know, there's never gonna be an easy time to come out. I'm telling you guys, it's, you're never gonna have a time where people are gonna accept you more tomorrow than they did yesterday. You're never going to pass better tomorrow because you decide to transition 2 weeks later on, or a month later on, or a year later on. The more time you wait, the more you let your body masculinize itself or whatever. You know what I mean? I transitioned when I was 21 years old because it was still early in my life. Because did you think I wanted to wait till I was 50 or 60 years old to make friends with people that knew me as who I was, or see my body just turn into a straight up dude? Like, yes, I was a guy. Yes, blah blah blah. I look like a guy. I didn't sit there and I'm not saying I looked like a girl at all, but I didn't have that adult manly look. I just kind of looked like a high schooler still for a long time. And I worked out my entire transition early so that I can live most of my life the way I want to. But it was never easy for me. My day one is definitely not like my day 300. I'm telling you guys right now, your day one's not going to be anywhere near like your day 300. It never is. It just never is going to be like that. You know? So, I don't, like, I just, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I deleted I deleted someone on my Facebook the other day. The other day I deleted someone on my Facebook. And the reason why I did that, and they're trans, was because, well, one, this person every post has to be about how they're trans. Every post has to be about they're autistic. Every post has to be about how they're lesbian. But never, ever, ever will come out because they're afraid of what their family's going to think. And living with autism, I don't know much about it to really say, hey, go get yourself a new home. You'll get yourself a home. Like, I don't know how severe they are. They said they're severely autistic. Not to me, but on their posts. But it comes down to a point where it began to feel very much more of like a kink feeling than it was like a identity feeling. They would post a bunch of trans stuff. They would post a lot of stuff about being trans. But then you would look at some of their posts and they'd be talking about how they have this part between their legs and who cares and all that stuff, which is completely fine. Yeah, trans women, some women are post-op, some women are pre-op. But it doesn't make your case better if you're out there saying, you know what I mean, like, suck my D, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't like trans women, suck my D. You're making us look bad. You know, there's genuinely trans women out there that are very, 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 like, weary of what they have between their legs. Like, you don't, like, and then sitting there saying, oh, what if I wore, like, these shorts, these Daisy Dukes, and not tucked? I'm like, dude, why are you even trying to be a trans woman then? You might as well just be a cross-dresser. If you're happy, you know, living that life. And then they were, like, dumpster diving for women's clothes. And it just felt like, and always talking about porn and all that stuff and how they're going to start an OnlyFans. And don't get me wrong, I've started OnlyFans. I've done all that shit too myself. I'm not here to say that that's wrong. But it almost feels like they're more focused on just doing adult content first than doing anything else. So I didn't want to follow it. I just didn't want to follow it anymore. You know, this person was in their late 30s, I think. Or maybe they're in their 30s, maybe early 30s. But, you know, when you're that age and you come, they say they came out like 10 years ago. And I'm like, you're not really out, though. You didn't come out. You just kind of found out. You know what I mean? You come out when you finally transition. That's what happens. Like, you might not live the life of a trans person and not transition. But in my opinion, you don't actually come out until you actually start transitioning. Because you can sit there and tell anybody, hey, I'm trans. I feel like I'm trans. But then never do anything. And it's not really like you're living that life. When you come out, you're pretty much putting yourself out there in the middle public, no matter what. Obviously, coming out is like, there's a statement like, if you tell someone, you're pretty much coming out to them. And that's makes sense. You're coming out to somebody. But you're not actually coming out to the world. You know what I mean? I see it as if you come out to the world, you're going to go out and transition. And 10 years, I don't know. I don't know who could sit there and not want to transition for 10 years. And like I said, everyone has their own lives. I'm not going to sit there and hate on this person because that's not what it was. I deleted them for the reasons because it felt like they were just kind of like every post was, I'm a lesbian trans woman and blah, I love women and women love me because I'm lesbian. And I'm like, dude, stop it. Stop it. You're not even trans. You're not even identifying as trans. You're just on the internet while you're dressed up as a male at home wearing dumpster bras and talking about how busty you are. I couldn't handle anymore. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so busty. I'm going to be such a busty. Can't do it. Thank you. I'm not sitting here saying that I have any sort of like, oh, I'm better than them because I'm, I am look the way I look. That's not the way it is. I can't stand people that talk about it forever and ever do it. Maybe it's just, that's the thing about me. I like when people actually do the things. They don't talk about it all day long. When I came out, I came out. I didn't sit there and talk about for the next year that I was trans, and I can't wait till I live my authentic self on the internet, and never actually do it. And then they're like, well, my family, I'm scared about my family. I'm like, you cannot be scared of anything when you're trans. You cannot be scared of your family. You cannot be scared of your friends. You have to risk it for the biscuit. If you want to live your authentic self, you have to risk it for the biscuit. You have to risk it knowing you're going to lose people. It's no one's ever going to sit there and transition and not lose their Uncle Bob as a family member. It's just the way it works. You lose people. That's just the fucking way it works. You lose friends, you lose family, you get hate online, you get hate in public. The trans life is not the easy life. It's just not. So if you are trying and you want to be out as trans, I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, there will never be a better chance to transition. But the day you transition, you cannot sit there and tell me, oh, maybe in 2 months, maybe in 3 years when Trump's not president. Like, if you want to be a voice and you want to be a part of the family and you want to be part of the, if you want to be a part of the cause, you come out when it's hard as hell to come out so that you can live a better future. Like I told you guys before, you cannot tell me that this little boy over here thought that he would look like a good-ass girl at all. Look at that. Tell me. I may not look like the greatest girl out there. I may not look like a great girl at all. I might look like just a mid-ass chick. But I'm telling you right now, I look a lot better than what I thought I was going to look. That's just the reality. What kind of biscuit? Risk it for the biscuit. I don't know, dog biscuits? I don't know, just kidding. It is the weekend though, guys. It is the weekend. Now that I think about it, these nails kind of match my dress. It's cool. Don't care about what the state I felt. That's what I do, Michael. The problem is, people's feelings actually do affect people's, lives in a way now. Any Easter plans? No, not really. Just family. Just family. Hi, Dylan. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry I went off in like a rant, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes I feel like you guys are like my therapist in a way, just sitting here. I talk about my life in general and just kind of like go off about things I don't like. I don't want to end up being that person that sounds like a hater or like a Blair White that thinks that because she looks better, she's like better than someone else. Because I guarantee you, I understand that everyone has their own life situation. You know what I mean? Someone might be able to come out because they have no other choice but to get kicked out of their living. You know what I mean? Situations. They get beat up, shot at for all I know. You know what I mean? Some people can't transition medically because their health won't let them. You know, I get it. But I'm telling you, staying in the closet is not the best thing in the world to do. It's like blue balls. Do you want to have blue balls all your life? Oh my god. Welcome to the stream, guys. Christine, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much, Cooper. Exactly, Michael. You gotta be yourself, honey. That's what I did. I said, you know what, screw it. I don't care what people think. Like, low-key I do, but I don't, you know? Like, I'm gonna get hurt over someone clocking me if someone clocks me, you know? I'm gonna get hurt over a comment on YouTube every now and then. But, you know, it's not that big of a deal after a while. So, I don't look at it too much as, like, a negative thing. You just kind of gotta live your life. By the way, guys, I'm trying to get, like, animated background wallpaper for my PC. And I found some really cool ones online. Like, let me know what you guys think. Oh, yeah, it's cool. I downloaded it, and it won't let me put it as my wallpaper for some reason. I don't know what that's supposed to mean or anything, but yeah. Is your name Christina or Charlotte? It's Charlotte. It's Charlotte. You're back. Welcome back. What do you find as trans rights? The right to exist and to not be outed. If that makes any sense at all. The right to exist. The right to use the restroom in peace. Everyone knows damn well if trans women were to go to men's bathrooms, they would be harassed. There would be sexual assaults in the bathroom more than there already is. If trans, they would get hazed like nobody's business. If trans women were forced to play men's sports, it would make a big problem in the men's sports. How is a man playing football supposed to see a person that looks like a woman, right in fucking front of him and think that he's doing right to tackle her? He might not know they're trans. You know? Trans women getting dressed in the same locker room. It creates like an illusion for men to see another like a woman inside the locker room with them. When they're not naked, of course. Men will feel like they're in a room with a woman. Regardless of what they have between their legs. There's like this big huge thing, guys, that people don't understand. The rights of trans women right now is supposed to keep trans people safe and keep everybody safe. There's this notion that it's the opposite, and trans women are hurting women and abusing women in spaces and taking away women's rights, and it's not the case at all. In fact, if it's put the opposite way, it's the opposite. My TikTok is blowing up right now. I have comments left and right coming in, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on TikTok. Who is taking a right to exist? I mean, you can exist. You can exist. No one sits there and says you're abolished. But look at the UK government. Like, let me tell you guys something. The UK government is exactly what I'm talking about. They banished the right for trans women to be seen legally as women. They will now have to use the men's restroom. That's rights getting taken away. Now, that hasn't happened in the U.S., not at least the whole U.S., but who's to say that doesn't happen next? You know, if the U.K. can do it, why can't Trump do it? I mean, the comments are already there. They're saying on the comments, if you look at X at those posts, you'll see the comments pretty much say, oh, why can't we do this in the U.S.? You know, let's make these rules for the U.S. and let's bring these this ideology down. You know what I mean? And it's like, some people don't even know a trans person in life. They don't know anything about trans people. When they hear the word trans, all they think about is men in dresses. They don't even know anything about it. So, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Like, for instance, Ronnie's comment. Ronnie is a perfect example of what I just said. They're idiots. They don't know anything about trans people. They have nothing, no understanding. Their understanding is as much as he's a girl and blah, blah, blah. Or whatever the TV has shown them in the past of what trans women are. They will never understand the significance of what it means to have a different identity than those to what they have, because they don't have that. They live the way they want to live, and that's great. You know what I mean? Sienna, welcome to stream. Yeah, if only they cared about guns and drugs, right? Right? Nope, that doesn't happen nowadays. Does not happen. People. The world is just in this weird bump that I just don't understand. And I think Trump is like the catalyst to let everyone feel like they could do fucked up shit to the trans people. You never felt... Netchi, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't feel threatened by trans people. The only people that feel that way are right-wing women that sit there and be like, I will not walk into a room when a grown man walks in there with me. And I'm like, it's funny. Why do trans males to get a free pass? I said this earlier in my stream, actually. First, not stream, my video. Trans men get a free pass because it's all about trans women. The trans thing is not even about trans men. When was the last time they ever said, oh, keep trans men out of men's spaces? You know, when was it that, you know, trans men are beating men? Doesn't happen like that, huh? Because they're biological women. So because, you know, believe it or not, trans men look a lot more like men than a lot more trans women look like women. Trans men have fallen beards. They'll get those muscles. They'll get they'll get the low voices. They'll get a lot of things that they want out of their transitions. Trans men don't get beat up upon because men don't give a flying about who's in the bathroom with them. Quite frankly, most women don't either. It's the men that are complaining about who goes into the women's restrooms. Don't you think that's crazy? I think it's crazy. Whoever subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. But, you know, like I said, all the people that hate on trans people, they don't even know anything about trans people. Like Jonkier. Or Jonkler, whatever the fuck his name is. Doesn't know anything. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, Jonkler, or whatever the hell your name is. Guys, get Jonkler, grab him by the freaking balls, and lift him up upside down, and hang him on a tree. And we'll tell him it's not that personal. It's not that personal. You're fucking with people's rights. It's not personal. It's not that deep. Nikki, welcome to the stream. What is a woman? Now, I'm going to tell you guys something because I have an interesting thing to say about what a woman is. And maybe I'm wrong. You know, I think everyone has their own opinions on what a woman is. Now, most people might say, oh, it's the XY chromosome. It's the X. Is it XY chromosomes or XX? I think it's XX chromosomes. Blah, 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 that makes a woman. Blah, 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 blah. But, you know, some biology shows that there are some, you know, intersex people, and there's some people that actually have XY that look just like women and have vaginas. But the only difference is they have male genitalia maybe down here or up here, and they were never transgender in the first place. Some people might say a woman is a human being that could have babies and get pregnant. There's some women out there that can't have kids. It's out of their biology, whatever. Doesn't make them any less than a woman. Some people might say it's the fact that women are very, very easy to attack in the society. They're very weak compared to men. You think of them as like the weaklings. That's what a woman is, right? This is my point. A trans woman is the energy you get, or a woman is the energy you get, and a man is another energy. For instance, when you're around a woman, you get a feeling of femininity around you. You get that feeling of, kind of like the harmonious feeling. You get a feeling of just feeling good that someone is keeping you safe, in other words. It's a weird feeling. And maybe you don't know what it is. Maybe you don't understand what that feeling is, or maybe I'm just speaking like an idiot. But feminine energy is what exudes from a female. And that's why people know and feel what females are. Masculine energy is a little more of a hardcore energy to be around. You feel a man's energy more intimidating than a female's or a woman's. So that is the difference to me, is the energy you give off as a human being is what you give off. You don't have a man around you and feel like you're standing with a woman. It's not the way around either. You don't stand by a woman and feel like you're around a man either. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so in this case, I'm getting a lot of messages, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting a lot of notifications and messages. I get a feeling of stress because women are extremely entitled.
Mom.
How many? Well, that's the thing.
I just wanted to let you know about
That's how I feel about the difference, is the energy that they exude from themselves to someone else. Because you can't point to biology. It doesn't always fit in the square peg doesn't always fit in the hole. You know what I mean? Same thing with that masculine energy. Same thing with men. Not every single man is the same way. You know what I mean? But there's an energy that males give off. This is why trans women get hated on, because they give off this feminine energy just like any other woman does, and then they come out as a trans person to the person, and they feel like they've been cheated on. It's the energy. When you meet someone that's trans that you don't know is trans, you might sit there and see, oh, I see a woman. I see a woman. They're talking to me like a woman. I feel them feminine energy. They don't give off the masculine energy. That's why some trans women scare people, because they feel like they can be easily manipulated. When the reality is, it's not that. It's just we give off the feminine energy that other women do. Nobody cares about PMW. No one really cares about them.
Cassie's, I have to go to the car to finish getting stuff out. Here, you want to go watch? Let's go put on cartoons. Come on. Take your shoes off. Come on.
Yeah, Chess. And clearly Matthew wasn't listening to me at all when I talked about the biology portion of any of it, and the whole XY chromosome thing. That's the classic example of some males. They won't listen. They'll just, one thing will come into one ear and out the other, you know? So people like Matthew are perfect examples of that. You have a kid? Yes, I do. And you know what's crazy? I had a kid with a woman. And you know what people say? How did you have a kid? I thought I was trans. I thought that I was a quote-unquote male. Why are you asking that question? Everybody says, did you adopt the kid? No, like they could not understand that me and my girlfriend had a kid. I'm Mama Charlotte. I could be anybody's mom. Can you explain gender dysphoria? So gender dysphoria is actually a chemical imbalance in your brain. So there's actually been some John Clare, no one cares about what you and Matthew do together behind the doors. Anyways, so gender dysphoria is an imbalance of chemicals in your brain. If you guys don't know anything about intersex people, people that are born with both parts, whatever, you know what I mean? There are women out there that have vaginas that have testicles inside their body that have not turned into ovaries, right? So they didn't stay ovaries, they turned testicles, right? So, and this is a perfect example. Like, I've seen videos on the internet where some women got told they were actually men, like at younger ages in their lives. Lonnie, welcome to the stream, guys. We have a moderator and a member on the stream. Everyone say hello to Lonnie. They have high voices. They developed just like any other female. They had problems when they didn't have their period. And because of that reason, they went to the doctors and they found out that they had chromosomes that of males. And they had testicles inside the body. Now, that is intersex. It's more of a regular thing. You know what I mean? It's more of like I could see that, I could understand that, it makes sense. Now, gender dysphoria is a totally different thing. It's like having ADHD or autism. You can't really see it. It's in the brain. It's a chemical thing. When your body's in the female womb, you get fed a certain amount of hormones that will help determine whether you're a male or female. Now, if your brain doesn't get enough hormones to develop into a male, your body becomes male, but your brain acts that of a female. That's why there was a study, and this is true, this is a real study, that trans women actually have brains of that of a regular woman, and trans men have the brains of that of a regular man. So that's why people feel that way. They see other women and the way they get treated, and their body feels feminine more so than masculine. It feels like it should be feminine. It's a weird thing. It's like having phantom leg syndrome. You just feel like you're in the wrong body, and there's only one way to say that. You know what I mean? If it offends anybody that's religious, whatever. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And people say, oh, God doesn't make mistakes. Well, then why the hell do you tell the intersex people that had freaking testicles inside their damn bodies with vaginas? What do you say about that? He doesn't make any mistakes. Yet little Johnny was born with cancer in his brain. You know what I mean? Or Kim had, freaking 3 fingers on one hand. It's like... yeah, of course, Nikki. I'm glad. I'm there to actually help people understand. Gender dysphoria is a medical condition. Now, whether you want to act upon gender dysphoria and transition, that's up to you. It's proven scientifically that transition does help out gender dysphoria in a lot of ways. So people say, go get yourself some therapy. We did, and guess what we were told? To transition. So we transition, and that's why a lot of trans women and trans men live a lot more fulfilled lives nowadays than they did before. Hi, Winter. Welcome to the stream. So, yeah. Matthew, I don't think you've done any research, dude. I don't think you have any reason to sit there and say, not always. Many people just, oh, yeah. Speaking of that, I want to talk to you guys about the actual... Did you guys know that 1% of trans people actually detransition? And like 25% of those people actually need to transition because it wasn't the right thing for them. A lot of them detransition because they were either forced to, or they were peer pressured to, or religion got in the way, or they just kind of got bullied in society to the point where they just didn't want to live it anymore. And a lot, if you guys noticed, a lot of detransitioners end up turning into like these right-wing conservative people that talk crap about trans people, and how they were like taught to or they were pushed by people to do surgeries on them, when that's not really the case. No doctor goes up to you and says, you're dysphoria, let's get you a vagina tomorrow then, nobody talks like that. Nobody. But yeah, Matthew, you're right, people do detransition, but that's 1% of the trans community. And guess what 1% of the trans community is? Well, trans people make up less than 1% of the population. 1% of those people must be a lot less. I do my research, guys. Trust me. I watch my shit and I do my research. I watch a lot of Vosh, and Vosh helps me out a lot because he does a lot of research on his stuff that he talks about. The guy is smart. If you guys don't know who Vosh is, he is the king of kings, in my opinion. Love the guy. Shout out to you, Vosh. Ryan, welcome to the stream, guys. We have member in the stream, Ryan. Everyone say hi. By the way, if you guys want to donate, we do have super chats open. We also have a Cash App that I have if you want to donate any higher amounts. If you want to ensure that your donation goes more to me than YouTube, that's the only way. YouTube takes about 30% of my donations, and if you use Apple, it takes about 50% of my donations. So. Okay, no cancer talk, but in my opinion, if transgender people fought for their own spaces, this entire issue would disappear. Trump would have nothing to complain about. JJ, that's what you don't understand here. This is what you don't understand. Trans people are 1% of the population, right? I said less than 1%, actually. If trans people are so small Tell me right now that the trans bathroom that they want people to go to would be the most cleanest bathroom ever because maybe one trans person a month will go in there. It's just, it doesn't work like that. There's no such thing as trans sports. You can't just make a whole football, basketball, volleyball team for trans people. Because there'd be like 2 people in each freaking school that, one person in maybe one school that would actually be trans to do any of that. You're pretty much excluding as soon as you tell them, well, get them trans only spaces. So that's just what I'm saying. There's a problem to that too. Whoever subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Your body, your choice. Exactly. Now I'm saying, you don't have to think of me the way I want you to think of me. But at the same time, have some respect. I don't go up to you and call you a name out of nowhere. I don't sit there and go up to you and say, hey, bitch, you know what I mean, out of nowhere just because I want to. I go over there and I think of you as a human being. And I use respect for you immediately. That's my personality. That's how I am as a person. When I see someone and I meet someone in person, I am respectful to them until they give me a reason to not be respectful. Okay? So, what's up? I got bit by a dog today. You got bit by a dog? Did you go and get that checked?
No, because it was through my glove. Like, I had my glove on, that hard one.
Did it go through your skin?
Well, look.
Go get that checked. Please go to the hospital.
Right now, babe. I'm fine. I worked the rest of the day. I'm fine. Just don't press on it, okay? It doesn't hurt that bad. It grazed my skin through my glove, okay?
Was the dog a pet at least?
A pet.
Was the dog a pet? Was it just some random feral dog?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just like a little nervous now.
Well, I was delivering as one of the houses I was delivering to, and the chick's mom was there, and she had the backyard door gate open or whatever. I didn't notice because they have trees in the way, so I went and delivered. And I think what triggered the dog to notice that I was out front because I rang the doorbell, and as I started walking back to the van, it didn't come running out. It wasn't like a big German Shepherd. It was a black one, but it was kind of tall. It came out and it walked towards me. And it was fine for a little bit. All of a sudden, it went, and I freaked out, and I did pee my pants a little. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you knock on their door and see that the dog
They
just
saw it.
What did they do?
They were yelling at it to get back into the thing, but the freaking mother, that's the grandma or the mom that's there, she's not usually there, and the dog's never usually out, and they don't. First and foremost, I was thinking to myself, well, why would you have the backyard gate open with the dog not put on a leash or whatever? And what if that would have been somebody's kid? You know, and I was this far away from my van, getting back in my van. I backed up towards the van, and I didn't have a package to put in front of me because I put them down. So I was trying to use the phone, and I was lucky I had those gloves on, because if I didn't...
Did it pierce any skin?
Like a tiny bit there, but I can show you my glove if you want to see it.
Please. Not everyone keeps their shots up to date for their pets. I know.
Because I had it here, like that, right? And so he bit there, and then it didn't go through the glove, though. The fabric's still intact, but it went through the rubber all the way. So. But she asked me, the lady that was there asked me, are you okay? Do you need anything? She gave me a bottle of water, and I called Almet, let them know what was going on. And then I had to fill out an incident report when I got back, but they let Christine know about it. She didn't check on me or anything like that, but they let Christine know about it, and then I did the incident report. But I let the customer know that I wasn't mad or upset with her. Like, it happens. I said, I understand the dog's there just trying to protect it, but at the same time, she's like, I didn't know my mom had the gate open. It was open, the back gate, and I'm like...
He didn't have any foam in his mouth or anything?
No.
No?
Nope. But when he walked towards me, I thought he was a stray because he had a white He had a white, like it looked like paint on the back of his back. Like if he got paint on him or something like that. It was on his back. On the spine.
Yeah, well, you better hope that nothing happens, because I'll be pissed if it does.
What do you mean?
Rabies, babe.
My mom
You know
told-
rabies
my
is
mo-
incurable, right? If you get rabies and you don't get it injections right away, or at least a certain amount of time, and you start getting symptoms, you're
You
dead.
can go even through this?
Once, yes. If it pierces any part of your skin, you can still get it. You can still get it.
Well-
And they said once you start getting symptoms of rabies, you're dead. There's no way to cure it.
My mom said that I could sue them if I wanted to, and I thought that you could only sue if they pierce skin, but
Yeah, you could sue them for like what, the money they have in their pockets.
I'm not gonna do that anyways. But I'm just saying, my mom was saying
Just
that
saying.
she could do that. You could do that.
I really hope nothing's wrong, babe. I can't make you go to the hospital, but I really wish you would just go and get yourself at least the rabies.
I can't go right now, babe. I gotta get in the shower, and I'm gonna be sitting over there waiting. And it's surprising that Christine didn't ever checked up on me. Cassius, hold up, Papa. What's wrong? I'm not doing
I don't know what to say, guys.
Why are you crying?
It sucks because yeah, like a low percentage of there's a low percent of the chance that that dog has rabies, but
Oh look, I got the Easter pictures back, so we can hang one up in the room.
she'll be all right. Yeah, that's true. I'm not saying that dogs can't bite. I mean, dogs bite whether they have rabies or not, but I would get nervous. I'm just nervous for my girlfriend, okay, guys?
My mom framed those, and then these are the other pictures.
Oh, these are the photos I already looked at, huh?
No.
Yeah, on your phone.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh shit, almost dropped that. All right, babe.
Yeah, you can put those in. So this thing, see this one. She framed those for us though. Those ones.
Okay.
So we can put one out here and one in the room or wherever. and
What is it, Charles? What's
hang
up?
One up on the wall.
Nice ring. Yeah, I know. They're cute pics. Can you just put him watching the TV?
That's
Just
what I
'cause
did.
Yeah, no, I'm letting you know.
Well, that's what I did. That's why he was filming.
Happy Easter to you, Catherine. I feel like I just heard that the Twin Towers fucking got got hit by planes. She won't be able to drink. How long ago has it been since you got bit?
I got there around 2:20.
Oh, so it's been like 7, 8 hours? It's been almost 8 hours since she got bit.
You want a candy? You want babies? Those are from daycare. Remember? What's in there? Ooh, you want that?
Welcome to the stream, guys.
What is that? You don't care about that here.
I just get nervous because I've seen videos about rabies, so I get nervous. Guys, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know. Charles, there's nothing I can do.
Okay, let's go eat 6 cents. Okay? 32 cents.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Charles. I tried to. She doesn't want to, and she doesn't think that she needs to. I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream, guys. Everyone that's subscribed to the channel, thank you guys so much for subscribing, guys, by the way. Let's get to 50 likes in the stream. I'm sorry, I just kind of like... It's not very nice to hear your girlfriend gets bit by a dog. But like I said, guys, a pet doesn't bother me as much as a stray would. If it was a stray, I'd say let's go right now. We're leaving. But if a pet and the owners are right there, I'm trying my best to go with her wishes and not gonna go out there and be like, if she can't, I mean, she could drink water. She would have told me by now she can't drink water because she drinks water every day. Welcome stream, guys. How's everyone doing? Because I know what water, it makes you hydrophobic or whatever that's called. Like you don't like water, like if you have, if you get rabies. But did you guys know that rabies can actually lay dormant in your body for years before it activates? You can get it from an animal licking your hand. You get it from a lot of things. Chris, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I will, of course, Charles. I know the whole thing about it. Trust me. I know how it works. The whole rabbit thing is just too much. I don't know. Like, it's funny how a rabbit and eggs is such a normalized thing for Easter, but trans people are this really, and it's, yeah, no, it's like completely two different things, but I think it's funny. Don't you guys think it's funny how trans people are like this not real thing, but the Easter Bunny gets celebrated like as if it's a real thing? Did you guys know that Easter wasn't actually a real holiday? It was actually a pagan god holiday called by Esther.
Yeah.
Pagan god named Esther.
Is it?
Are you drinking water? She just drank water. What was a news story that of someone that died from rabies? No, Dylan. Easter Bunny is not real. Wouldn't it be cool if he was though, or she, or they?
This kid is all about bananas. So it's not to buy more bananas. Oh, by the way,
banana?
I'm talking to them on Wednesday about that because that's bullshit. Excuse my language, but that's bullshit. I should be getting food stamps again.
No.
Why does your sister get food stamps for 3 kids and my coworker Alicia gets food stamp for 3 kids, but she works too?
Okay, hers I understand. My sister doesn't have a job.
Yeah, but she did. She still got food stamps when she had a job though.
No.
Regardless, yeah, she did.
Not that I know of.
So I remember asking her.
She had the last time she had a job was like in 2020, babe.
Yeah, because I remember I asked her how much money she gets for food stamps, and she told me she gets.
Yeah,
or Jesus was saying something about them getting.
And when my sister had jobs, she worked at McDonald's and shit like that. She never worked at an actual good job.
Well, I know, but
I'm just saying.
I think she still was getting food stamps.
That's my happiness right now. Rabies can stay dormant. It depends on where it goes. If you get bit, of course, in the neck, you're gonna get rabies right away. But if you get bit in the foot or the toe or something, or even sometimes the hands, it can lay dormant for years. How long can rabies be dormant? Okay, I lied. That was, I don't know why I got 10 years. Rabies can lay dormant in your body for 1 to 3 months. Doctors call this the incubation period. Symptoms will appear once the virus travels through the central nervous system and hits your brain. The first sign that something is wrong is fever. Someone put, can rabies lay dormant for years? Okay, so this is my team. Oh yeah, the short answer is yes, rabies can lay dormant for years, although it's exceptionally rare. While typical incubation period time between exposure to the onset symptoms, generally weeks to months, documented cases show that rabies can indeed remain hidden within the body for extended periods. This prolonged dormancy makes rabies a particularly insidious and dangerous disease. And understanding the nuances of its incubation is critical for prevention and awareness. Let's delve deeper into the complexities of the disease in this deadly virus and its surprising ability to remain silent. Insane, guys. How long is right away? Pretty much like I think a couple days. But yeah, rabies
Did
could
you go to work?
rabies could lay dormant in your body for years. Huh?
Did you go to work?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh. Well, there's still 3 in here. I put mine back in because I didn't get to drink it because I just had a shitty ass day, man. Also, look. Guess what I won?
What?
On the table?
No, that bag.
The Easter basket.
Basket. I mean, bucket. I mean.
Yeah, but look what's in it. I told you, remember?
Candy.
No, look. What is that?
Hello Kitty stuff.
The Hello Kitty plushie, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense why you'd win
I
that.
feel like Christine personally made sure I won today because I freaking made. I told her about it. I said I'd get gung ho and it like ecstatic about Hello Kitty stuff. I'm gonna get in the shower, okay?
Okay.
Wow, my Barbies.
I was bit by a pound dog. Oh, I'm good though. Okay. All right, Catherine. Why do you clip it off? I decided it didn't need to be there, you know. Gee, I don't know. Morfire, why do you have a penis? Why is yours crooked? Do you have a crooked penis, Morfire, or is it straight? That you might as well be asking them that question. You know what I mean? You might as well ask people questions like that. Thank you, Earl. And by the way, my breasts look like they're not there, but that's because my breasts are more. I need to do that. I don't want them to fall out, but they're more like separated because I have wider rib cage. Welcome to the stream. Whoever subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Where's your bra? I don't wear bras. Girl, I don't wear bras. They give me anxiety. Like, I don't wear bras. Dylan, you tell me that the moment you walk in the streams. It's kind of late here. I mean, we do streams at 8:30 to 10, so it's gonna be like that. True, Dylan. True. Welcome to the stream, guys. How's everyone doing? Like I said, if you guys do donate through Cash App, let me know, because I don't want to sit there and see a donation after the stream and not say thank you during the stream. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, Magic? Guys, the pickled lemonade at Popeyes is amazing. What did Fire say? Y'all tell me what happened. What did Fire say? Oh, oh, well. Okay, never mind. Do you know what Let's get to 60 likes, guys, on the stream. How's everyone doing? My TikTok must be blowing up because I'm getting comments left and right on TikTok right now. I'm just seeing notifications pop up a lot on TikTok. What is your Cash App? I want to get you all of it. My Cash App is, let me put it in here. Last time my tablet gave me a notification when someone donated on Cash App, so I think I might get the notification still. Unless it's dead. This shit's always dead. The iPad is never there for me. Of course, Chaz, I will definitely do that. We're actually gonna do a TikTok live stream tomorrow. Thank you, Zoe.
Is the cool air on, babe?
Yeah, can you turn off?
No, I cannot.
Why?
What?
Babe, you can't. I can't. They can't see you on the thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I turn on the heat so it's warm when I get out? I know.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll turn it off. 3, 2, 1, go.
Guys, welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? But yeah, when you guys donate, let me know so I know to say thank you. Becca, welcome back to the stream, guys. We got another moderator in the stream. Becca. Becca Boo. So, I'm thinking about doing something different. Now, I know you guys, I've been telling you guys I've been wanting to film like a little video, like an actual like movie, but I've always wanted to film a music video. And I think I found the song that I want to do a music video for. Now, I'm not going to be, it's not a singing music video. It's more like a music video where it's like kind of like there's a movie kind of aspect to it, like a story. Do you guys want to know what song I'm doing it to? That sounds really bad when I say do it to. Do you guys want to know what song that I'm doing the will do that music video to? Like I'm gonna make a fan made music video. I don't know if those are actually done, but if they are, that's cool. If they're not, that's also cool. Thank you, Jordan. Love the new profile picture. Thank you, Becca. Robert, if Trump ever said that. I transitioned back into a guy, and I'm just kidding. Do you guys want to hear it? At least some of the song, not everything.
Auto insurance all seems the same until
Guess what,
it's time
chicken
to
butt.
use it. With USAA, it's easy to file claims, schedule repairs, and access road.
Do that. Am I get copyright? Yeah, that's fine though. I'm not trying to make money off of it. I'm not trying to like when I make music videos and stuff like that. I don't think about making money to it. I just think about getting people to want to watch it. You know what I mean? I think it'd be pretty cool to make. Becca, you already told me. Guess what? What? Anna, welcome to the stream. Chloe, welcome to the stream. Thank you for this beautiful song. It's a good song. You deserve the money. You work hard and are so talented. Thank you. But it isn't my song, so I can't really say, oh, I deserve the money for it. Maybe the acting, yes. Such a good song. I think it's so easy to convert into a actual music video. I want to do it, but I have to clean up the apartment and kind of move things around to make it fit the aesthetic of the video. And then I have to get, like, one of my friends to do the camera guy. And obviously, I don't need audio. I don't need a boom mic or anything like that. It's pretty much going to be music over everything. So I might have a little bit of dialogue beforehand or maybe after. But it's a good song. I try Majak. Majak. Thank you, Still Me. And yeah, it's a great song. But yeah, I'm not too worried about copyright. But if it does good, I honestly think that it might get her attention. You know, I always believe that if I made a really killer like music video, it would like in the music video doesn't like the song doesn't actually have a good music video because the music video for the song is actually, believe it or not it's like an amateurly made music video. I don't even know if this is a real one. It says 2.3 miles. No, 2.3 million views when the actual lyric video has like 90-some million views. So I honestly think that, and it's not really like a music video. It's just like videos of her in like different locations. You covered it before? You see that she just got on. I never heard. Yeah, me either. I haven't heard this singer till that song. But like I've heard it so many times, and I don't know why I haven't really like looked into it until now. I wasn't even looking into the lyrics until today, and I'm like, damn, this would make a really good music video. I think that I could finally showcase my acting a little bit. Thank you, Peyton. Hi, Julie. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? So yeah, I think it's definitely a good time to actually get into the acting life. But yeah. What's the artist's name? The artist's name is sad that it's Gracie Adams, I think. Oh, Abrams. Gracie Abrams. It goes like I could go and read your mind. Think about your dumb face all the time. Living in your glass house. I'm outside. Looking in the big blue eyes. Did it just to hurt me, make me cry? Going through it all, that's my life. You're an idiot now, I'm sure. How's it is? Such a good song. I love the whole melody to it. It's one of those songs I feel like I could definitely turn into a music video, and I don't have to do. I could really just kind of like, cause the way she made her music video is pretty like simple, very very simple. I feel like it could actually make it look more like professional with acting and stuff like that. And I could do it with just me in the video. You know what I mean? I don't have to have like another actor, or actress, or actor. Yeah, Ryan. Music video is a great intro to acting professionally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this would be a perfect chance for me to really get into the realm of acting, at least on my end, to really show off something. And I think I can pretty much do a really good music video. I'm telling you. Like I said, I won't make money off of it, but I will make at least decent views, maybe. Is it Anna? Awesome, Ryan. Do you know what monster the song is? It goes like, I'm not your son. Julie, I never heard that song. What is that song? Maybe I haven't. I just don't know. Still me, welcome. Thank you so much for the $1, honey. Thank you, Catherine. You too. Thank you, anyone. But see, look at this part. This is my favorite part. With a lot of copyright on this video, but I can delete. I can mute all the audio when I want to. Thank you so much. Your keyboard is pretty. Girl, you haven't seen my keyboard from my actual PC, my gaming PC. That one's more gorgeous than this one is. Everyone that's donated to the channel, thank you guys so much for the love. And then you're like this keyboard. What's my vision on using that song? I'm gonna act like I'm the person that is pretty much going through the the ex situation. More so me wanting to go tell the girl that he's with now about everything. So it's gonna be kind of like I was like the character that she's seeing about. Like she's like I'm her. Thank you, Lucy. Okay, guys, so check this out. I love you. Can I be your next ex? You are now.
2, 1, go. Babe.
Yeah?
Cassie started doing that with his feet again.
Oh, yeah, he does that a lot.
Have you seen him still do it eventually?
Sometimes.
Cassie did that earlier. Cassie, sit down. Sit. Stay show mama. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Now you sit down. What's your question?
Have you seen Jules? Jules? Who's Jules? Are you talking about Princess Jules? Hi, anyone? Thank you. Yeah, guys, so... Yeah. That's my keyboard. That's for my gaming PC. This is my gaming laptop. What's Cassie gonna do for Easter? We're gonna... I mean, he's already done a lot of stuff already. He's taking pictures. He went Easter egg hunting and all stuff. But we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have a dinner here. Probably gonna make some, like, burgers or something like that. What do you play? I play Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty usually. So, like, look at this, guys. I got this for my PC. Now I got it for my laptop. Did he get musket? Yes, he did. I used to quickscope. I quickscope still. I've been quickscoping since 2009. Such a fortunate child to have such loving parents. Thank you, still me. Yeah, I know. I'm so glad I can get comments like that. It means a lot to me, by the way. Can I get a big shout out to everyone that shows up to my streams all the time? Like, big shout outs to everybody who shows up. Like, Pam, Lonnie, Ashlyn. We got, I thought Andy was going to show up the stream. Andy said that he was going to show up the stream. He never did, though. Big shout outs to everyone that shows up to the streams. Big shout outs to, also, by the way, we have big shout outs to Ryan Gacy's been showing up to the streams. Chaz. I don't know why I thought that person's last name was Armpits. But look. Don't mind the mess, guys. Can you react to my gameplay? Maybe next stream, yes. Such a great laptop. I still have Phase Scope as my friend. I need to play with him soon. Anywho, I'm gonna get off of this because I'm not gonna play my laptop. Just want to show you guys what it's capable of. Awesome, coolio. Or am I gaming? I will be gaming after this stream. So just to let you guys know, I'm gonna let you guys go from this point on. I have a lot of comments to get to on my TikTok, so my TikTok has been blowing up on the side. So I'm gonna let you guys go tonight. If you guys haven't donated and you guys want to donate, like I said, there's a Cash App. There's also a super chat down below if you guys want to super chat as well. That's gonna put up to you. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, now's your chance to subscribe on live. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, for some makeup. Get ready with me stream. I hope you guys are there. I hope you guys are there. Otherwise, you're in trouble, and I'll beat your ass. Just kidding. I love you guys lots. Like tear tots, apricots, ladybugs, plus spots. By the way, how do you guys like the new little animation thing? Every single stream is gonna have a new cartoon picture to it. I think I'm gonna try that. Let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good night. You guys have a great night.